stabilization, not only of the earwigs, but also of the silicone ear tips. And you don't have to worry about ads waking you up with the Soundcore app, where you can find selected sleep stories and sleep meditations from Calm, designed to help you relax and ease stress. You can also choose from a library of 50 plus tracks for white noise and nature sounds that you can mix in-app to create your own personalized soundscape. They're the world's first sleep earbuds with a triple noise reduction system, meaning they're ANC engineered to reduce low-frequency nighttime noise. Think snoring or AC humming. Have passive noise isolation thanks to the earwigs, dual-layered ear tips and foam tips, which reduce and block high-frequency nighttime noise, which in my case is cats meowing. I actually use my Soundcore earbuds as like my everyday default earbuds because they're just so comfy. Why be uncomfortable at any point in my day? So if you want to comfortably wear earbuds while enjoying ASMR or your favorite sleep meditations and upgrade your sleep experience, then grab yourself a pair of the Sleep 830 special this Prime Day with $40 off. Just click the link below. Okay. Thank you all so much, and I really hope you loved tonight's video as much as I loved creating it. Besitos. So you were thinking of booking that for tomorrow, correct? Right. Let me just check in our system. Would a 12 p.m. work for you? Hi. Yes, come in, okay. I'll be with you in just one moment. Okay. Oh, it does. Okay. Great. Let me go ahead and just confirm that appointment for you. Okay. Yep, you are scheduled for tomorrow, 12 p.m. And is it okay if I just go over the details with you? Okay, perfect. So, you are booked for our Salt of the Sea experience, and that's going to include a full body massage with Undaria seaweed oil, body oil, very luxurious, and there will also be a sea salt body scrub, followed by a seaweed body wrap, and then you have 2 hours to yourself to rest and relax, recover in our mineral saltwater pools, as well as our underwater relaxation rooms. Alright. And so you can arrive about 15 minutes early. That would be ideal. Okay, just so you can check in with your masseuse. And I would suggest that you wear comfortable clothing, and you want to pack a swimsuit, your water shoes of choice, and a towel. But of course you can also rent those here. We have our fish flip-flops, as well as fluffy towels. Yeah, you can bring your own water bottle, but of course we have a lot of hydration stations all throughout the spa because it's just so important to us to stay hydrated. Okay, do you have any other questions for me? No? Okay, perfect. Then I will go ahead and see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. then. Okay? Alright. Bye-bye. Sorry about that. I love how can I help you? Oh, this your first time at the aquatic spa? Well, welcome. On behalf of all the fishes and sea life that are here, we're very happy to have you. Think of this as your little ocean oasis from the hustle and bustle of city life. So when you're here, it's all about slowing down, feeling relaxed, healing, reconnecting with yourself or with friends, all while you're submerged in the calming atmosphere of the ocean. So it's sort of like aquarium meets spa meets bathhouse. I know, the best, right? So, how can I help you today? You wanted to get a facial treatment and just rehydrate and relax. Okay, you've come to the perfect place. Do you have an appointment? No? Don't worry about it. Let me just see if we can get you a walk-in. Yeah. Oh, and look at that. There's one just for you. Yeah, sometimes we have random blocks of time that just happen to get empty, so it's just your lucky day, I guess. Okay. And are you okay being assisted or helped by me? Yeah, okay, perfect. I'm Josie, by the way. Yeah, it's nice to meet you too. Okay. As this is your first time here at the aquatic spa, I will have to ask you a few questions to create your own profile. Is that okay? Okay, perfect. So, can we start with just your first name? Okay. And last name. Your pronouns. Okay. And street address. Okay. And what's the zip for that? How about your phone number? This will just be for appointment reminders and things like that. Okay. Perfect. We like to ask this of all new clients. How did you hear about us? Oh, you heard about us through one of your wellness check-ins at work? That's incredible. Okay. And where do you work actually? Oh, you have. Oh, is this one of the vouchers they gave you? Okay, perfect. Yes, this will cover any of our special treatments, relaxation treatments, is what we like to call them, as well as 2 hours in our mineral pools and underwater relaxation lounges. So, okay, we'll go ahead and use that then. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'm so glad to see that you're taking advantage of this program because nothing is more important than your health and your personal life. It's always going to come first. Oh, also, as a first-time client, you also get to receive a complimentary IV drip. Yeah, customizable for your health needs. These include some antioxidants, minerals, amino acids, vitamins, things like that, depending on what your body needs. It could either be detoxifying, like muscle recovery, things like energy enhancement, skin hydration, etc. Did you want to take advantage of that free IV treatment, or you can also save it for a future appointment if you like? You want to save it? Okay. No, I totally understand that. It's a lot on your first day, I will say. But if what you're worried about is pain, or needles particularly, it is relatively pain-free, and many of our clients, almost all of them, will go and get an IV treatment again the next time they visit. That's just how good they feel after receiving one. So, just letting you know, but there's absolutely no pressure, and we'll just save that for a future appointment. Okay. So, okay, we've got all that set up now because you are doing a facial treatment with us. I have to ask if you are allergic to anything. Yeah. Okay, you have some sensitivity to. Yeah. Okay. No, that shouldn't be a problem. No, if you had said something like seaweed or ocean water, then it might be a little difficult to be here. Maybe this isn't the right spot for you, but no, that's totally fine. Lavender, we're not going to use any of that. Okay, okay, perfect. Also, here at the Aquatic Spa, we like to look at our clients holistically because we don't just want to optimize your physical health and hydration, but also your emotional and energetic well-being. It's important for us that you leave feeling authentic, energized, reflective, and open. So, that leads me to my next and final question. On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate your calm today? And 10 is that you found inner peace, you're totally relaxed. It would take a lot to unground you. Okay, and 1 being actively experiencing a panic attack, struggling to be in the moment. Maybe you've been struggling with sleep and things like that. So how would you rate your calm? Okay. And that is a little lower. It's not a 10. So can I ask you, what do you feel is affecting your calm today? Okay. So, combination of personal life, some work as well. Okay. Absolutely. And global. Okay. Yep. And that's totally okay. I just want you to know that all levels of calm are welcome here. We just want to be able to provide you with the optimal experience for relaxation so that by the time you leave the spa, you'll be rating a little higher on the calmness scale. And I promise you we can get you there. Okay? Okay. Perfect. And lastly, thanks to you being a first-time client, you get to pick 1 freebie from our little freebie bag. Do you want me to show you now? Yeah. So, the little freebies are always changing, but right now, looks like we have little dolphin keychain, this little octopod marker, markers, a little melon hair clip. I think this is a little jellyfish fidget, and a little packet of cute little figurines. I think I see a goldfish, computer, and maybe some sort of shark, perhaps. Are any of them catching your eye? Okay, yeah. You can totally look at them. You wanted to see the octopus markers. These are really, really cute. I think they're highlighters, actually. And you just take them out like that. And you can stack them however you like. They have interchangeable little buttons like that. So that one's a cute choice. But you wanted to, okay, yeah, let's look at some others. You wanted to see the little oh, that's really nice. It's like a little mesmerizing jellyfish. I really like this one too. It's a little noisy, but really fun to play with. Okay, and the dolphin. Okay. Let's see. It's just so cute. I love that she's pink. And yeah, she's filled with little bits of beans. A little crunchy. This one is so adorable. So, those are your top 3 picks, huh? Yeah. They're all so cute. Which one do you think you're gonna go with? Maybe the little dolphin. This one's so cute too. I know. Okay, you're gonna go with the dolphin. I could definitely maybe put this little jellyfish fidget aside for you as well. Yeah, you know, it's okay. We have plenty of these little freebies, so why don't you just take 2? Okay. Okay. So you are all checked into our system, and you should receive an email to create a password to your online portal. Okay, you can do that whenever, there's no rush. But now that you're checked in, I think we can go ahead and get you settled. Can I get you something to drink? Or snack? We have our lovely beverage and snack cart right behind us. Well, we have some signature drinks I can recommend you. There's our goldfish water, very tasty, as well as a Shark Tank drink. That one's also really nice. And then we have a variety of sparkling waters and things, because it's just so important that you stay hydrated. Okay. Well, I love to get the goldfish water and then also pair it with sparkling water. My favorite is the guava LaCroix. Is that something you'd like? Okay. I can make those for you for sure. And for snacks, we have some delicious gummies, as well as little treats. I can show you my favorites as well. Yeah, okay. So you can't go wrong with these delicious Lucky Fish gummies. These are the ones I'll use in your drink. So I've also got these gorgeous blue shark gummies. And some Swedish fish. And if you're craving something a little different, we have our aquarium rocks. These are actually, though they look just like stones, they are edible and are a delicious crunchy chocolate confection. I know, you wouldn't think it on first sight. No, they are. They're edible. Look, I'll show you. And they're really good. You want to try some of these? Of course. I'll put that right there for you. And of course, I have to show you our Jello cups. These are unique to the aquatic spa. And each are delicious, almost like little Jello parfaits because they have some yummy mix-ins. For example, this is our sea grape Jello cup. It's got popping green grape boba in it, and it's actually quite delicious. It's a little more light, refreshing. And then we have our fishbowl Jello cup. Also has popping boba. This has more of a like blueberry flavor and little popping rock crystals as well. Those are like crunchier and fizzy. So you want to try the this one? Okay. Let me just open that for you. And this is what it looks like. It's a very delicious, thick consistency. And I'll just leave that there for you. And it's also infused with electrolytes, so it will very much help your body rehydrate for the cold fish water. We're just gonna need a little bit of edible glitter. We're going to start our initial skin assessment. And I'm just gonna sanitize my hands if that's okay. Before every facial treatment, we do a skin assessment using our Aqua Wand. Okay, it has 50 times magnification, so it can see things about your skin's health that my own eye cannot. And it also logs 11 points of skin health data into your portal. So you can go and check your progress with us every time you come and get a facial treatment. Yeah, it's very special. So I'm just going to cleanse my hands. And did you happen to have any makeup on your face right now? You do? Okay. So is it alright if I just go ahead and gently remove that? We'll do a more in-depth cleaning later, but in order for the cameras and the lenses to work and see your skin, we have to make sure there's no makeup on. Okay. Let me see. Should have a little reusable cotton round. There it is, right here. Okay, that'll just get those first traces of makeup off of your face. I think I forgot to ask, but have you received facial treatments before? Okay. Yeah. And how regularly do you get them? Oh, it was just the one. Okay. Yeah. So maybe you're a little familiar with the process. That's good. Did you enjoy your last facial treatment? Yeah. Oh, you fell asleep. That happens a lot. It's a lot more common than you think. But just so you know, you totally can fall asleep at any point during our treatment. With every relaxation treatment booked, you are allotted 2 hours to use as you please. So you can just fall asleep right here in our facial spa room, or you can go and explore some of the other rooms and relaxation immersion experiences we have here at the Aquatic Spa. Yeah, I can definitely tell you more about those once we near the end of your facial treatment. Sound good? Okay, perfect. So, looks like your skin is a lot clearer now. So, you have lovely skin, by the way. Okay. This is our Aqua Wand. Okay. And as you can see, it's already magnifying my face. But it has these special sensors and lights. Maybe a bit bright. Okay, but I'll ask you to close your eyes. Okay. And this will analyze 11 points of skin health, including things like moisture levels, fine lines and wrinkles, pore size and visibility, and transepidermal water loss. So it'll also give us your overall skin hydration levels. Okay, and those results will probably pop up over here. Okay. Alright. Okay. And when you're ready, please close your eyes. Okay. and this will be bright. Okay. It'll just take a few moments to scan your face. So just relax the muscles of your face and your eyes, your mouth. You want to get a very natural, relaxed position of your skin. Okay, perfect. And now I'm just going to take that over your forehead, sort of press it gently. Okay, and now I'm going to press it to your cheek. Okay, and lastly, your chin. Keeping your eyes closed though. Okay, perfect. So, the results should show up here in a moment. Oh, okay. So, perfect. It will show us those 11 points of data and also help us decide which treatments are best for you. Oh, okay. These are interesting. Okay, so it looks like your moisture level is at a 5. The first 9 or so stats are just going to be out of a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the healthiest, and 1 being you could use some help, a lot of help. So 5 is right in the middle of the road, but we definitely want to get those numbers up. Moisture in your skin. Looks like your elasticity is sort of similar. Your radiance sort of similar. Oh, okay. Kind of interesting. Your blood oxygen levels are at a 91%, which is mildly low. Just a little concerning, but don't worry, we can get those numbers up very quickly. Okay, just with some oxygen treatments. So ideally we'd be aiming for 95 to 100 of a score. Yeah, okay. And what else? Oh, this makes sense. So your TEWL score, your transepidermal water loss, is an 18. And generally for this, you want to aim for 10 to 15, lower the better. Why is that? Basically, when you have a higher score, TEWL, that means that your skin is struggling to keep water in, and that points to a disturbed skin barrier. So maybe you've noticed your skin's been dry, you're having sensitivity, irritation, things like that. Redness. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Okay, but don't worry. So what's great about the scan is that it also suggests which of our treatments would be appropriate for your skin so that we can optimize its health. And it's saying that you would benefit from our bursting bubbles and jellyfish dreams facial treatment, like a combination of the two. And I definitely agree. So let me just close the program. Okay. The bursting bubbles facial treatment is more focused on the blood oxygenation, stimulating circulation in your body and lymphs, just getting blood flowing to your organs and your skin, which is one of the largest organs of your body. And then the jellyfish dreams facial treatment. Well, jellyfish are like I think it is 95 to 98% water and gelatin. So you can imagine it is about hydrating your skin. And we can do that with a variety of ingredients, specifically hyaluronic acid and Daria seaweed, which is a very special ingredient we love to use. Very good for the skin barrier, as well as like a hydrofacial treatment. Since this is under your work voucher, would you like to perhaps add something to address the calmness that you've been struggling with a little bit? I think it would be really beneficial for you to add on our cephalopod scalp massage treatment that includes a scalp serum that stimulates the vagus nerve. So that's involved in your rest and digest processes in your body. Yeah, that's a really good one. As well as our ocean eyes treatment that basically will help hydrate your eyes from the inside out, clearing any brain fog you might be feeling. It also is very helpful for mental fatigue. Do those sound good? Yeah. Okay, I think they will just integrate seamlessly into your treatments. Perfect. So, I'm just going to sanitize my hands again. And we'll get started. Okay. Now, you're not allergic to nitrile gloves, are you? No, perfect. Okay, so I think we'll start with the bursting bubbles treatment. Okay, let me go get you the oxygen bubble. You'll love this. Okay, so this is our very special oxygen bubble. It has been filled with 100% oxygen, and it may not look like it, but it will plop right over your head. Okay, so you will be encased in this bubble. And don't worry, it's actually quite a relaxing experience. But basically, the added pressure from the bubble will just allow your body to absorb the oxygen a lot better. That high pressure environment, it just, while you're inside, I will guide you through some breathing exercises. We're gonna do the box breathing method, which is basically on the count of 4 breaths in, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4, and then breathe in again for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. You get the point. If that doesn't feel good for your body, we will always encourage you to listen to your body. And so I would just ask that you bring your loving attention to your exhales and just notice them. Maybe they'll actually slowly begin to lengthen. Okay. Okay. And you may not be able to hear me too well in here, so just pay attention to my gestures and stuff like that. Okay. Alright, if at any point you want to leave the bubble, just let me know. Okay. Just blink 3 times, I guess, fast. Okay. Perfect. I'll count you down from 3, 2, to go in with our Hydrofacial wand. It's this adorable tool. It looks like a jellyfish. Hydrofacial is a non-invasive treatment that uses vortex fusion technology to gently remove impurities from your skin while imbuing it with all sorts of hydrating, skin barrier beneficial ingredients. So we're going to do a very, very gentle exfoliating solution with this. Okay, and that'll just help remove some of the dead skin cells that may have accumulated. So I've got our solutions right here. The blue liquid you see is spirulina combined with seawater. And spirulina is a nutrient-dense blue-green algae. Both of them work together to restore moisture in your skin. It's also got a bunch of very beneficial antioxidants and hyaluronic acid. And then the green solution you see inside, that is a combination of glycolic and salicylic acid. Okay, that's what'll do the exfoliating. So let me just go ahead and prepare our tool. Just pour that into this chamber. And pour the green solution into this chamber. So let's start with the exfoliating attachment. And I'm just going to pass this over your skin a total of 2 to 3 times. We'll go in circular motions on your forehead from your nose outward to your cheek. And then your neck will go upwards. And I'll be very careful not to pass over your very delicate eye area. Okay? Okay. You'll just feel a light suction, right? And maybe some whooshing. Let's begin. relaxing as best as you can. I'm so glad you've taken this time to rehydrate, relax, and find some peace in the middle of your day, or maybe at the end of it. Either way, you have done so much already. You've done enough, even if it doesn't feel like it. And I'm just so proud of y'all for making time to relax and take care of yourself, because nothing is more important, okay, than your health and well-being. Chin. And neck. Okay. Just like that, your skin is looking so refreshed and so hydrated. So next, we're going to apply this hydro jelly mask, particularly one that is rich in jellyfish mucin. I don't know if you've ever used that before in your skincare. So, jellyfish mucin is naturally rich in collagen, antioxidants, and has very beneficial moisturizing and anti-inflammatory properties. So, this mucin is harvested painlessly to the jellyfish, and it contains a marine collagen a little polar bear, a little sea turtle, and I think a little seal. I'll just have those bubbling beside us to let us know when it's time to check on your mask. But in the meantime, so now we can move on to your cephalopod scalp massage with the vagus nerve scalp serum. Okay. How about we just lightly brush your hair? That way the massagers don't catch any tangles. Is that okay? Okay. First, let's remove those clips from your hair. Let's that out. And the other side. Let's just see. Like that. Okay. we can go in with the Cephalopod scalp massagers. You can see the little metal beads at the ends. Also feel very cooling and also stimulates blood flow to your scalp. Okay. And just relaxing the muscles of your scalp for me. Really sort of all linked to your jaw. Let your tongue get heavy in your mouth and then relax. If you're clenching any muscles in your jaw or in your shoulders as well, it's all linked. And then letting your temples soften, your eyes, the delicate muscles around your eyes to just relax. Beautiful. And just getting some of those muscles in the back of your neck that support your head. You have to hold up your head all day. It can get tiring. Just rest it for now. Okay. Perfect. And our little timers have ended. They're so cute. So let's check to see if that hydro jelly mask is dried, and I think it's ready to be peeled. So we'll just start. Okay, there we go. Looks a little scary, but just put that with the other medical wigs. Okay, your skin is looking so plump and hydrated, which is exactly what we'd like to see after that treatment. Now, we have been doing a lot of things for cooling your skin, and I'm just going to do another. This here is azelaic would say, of very potent skin healing ingredients. And in the sea turtle, we have aloe, 10 types of hyaluronic acid, and collagen water. This one is great for boosting the skin's elasticity and, yeah, boosting collagen, promoting hydration, stuff like that. Things that make your skin look a bit more youthful. Because you know, sea turtles can live up to 50 to 100 years. So that's the idea. So just give the little belly a little poke. Like that. Perfect. You can already see the ampule coming out. I'm just going to there we go. Just like that. And I'll just press that into your skin. So much goodness. Like that. And to help it all absorb better, I'm gonna get little water globes, okay? Okay. Gently massaging under your eyes, the bridge of your nose, sides of your nose, relaxing that nasolabial fold. Very good. And before we move on to our water cream, I just wanted to add a little bit more aloe for its healing properties and to really soothe your skin barrier. Okay. And it's very hydrating, sticky, but honestly it's just, I don't know the right word for it, because it dries down in a way This is our aquamarine water cream. It's also got the Undaria seaweed, which, by the way, Undaria seaweed is a highly nutritious brown kelp that's native to the northwestern Pacific, but it is often invasive in other parts of the world, including where we are. So, as part of actually sustainability efforts and controlling the overgrowth of the seaweed, we harvest it to use in skincare products. And what's great about it is it naturally replenishes the skin's moisture barrier and is packed with antioxidants that help the skin's firmness and texture. Like so. And apply a healthy layer to your skin to lock in all the hydration, the serum, the ampules that we have added. And this will increase your moisture up to 175% and all the way for 72 hours if you don't wash your face, of course, which I would recommend. And close your eyes for me. Pat in around your eyes. Okay. Your skin is looking so radiant and so soft. Now, before we do anything else, which we are very near the end of your facial treatment, all we have left is sunscreen and your Ocean Eyes treatment. Although it is nice and dark, low lit in here, you may be heading out to a day that is still bright outside. used biotechnology. Yes, pretty regularly. Okay. Well, these are just designed as eye drops. And let me see, I can show you. There are these little droplets with biodegradable nanotechnology to link with your brain waves and project images directly to your mind that it would find most calming and aid in both your visual and mental hydration. We call this almost like a brainwashing, so to speak, but in a very positive way. That's what the gloves are brainwashing gloves. And I know they don't look like anything special, but once they link to the little eye drops, that's when you'll see really incredible aquatic imagery just floating through the gloves and through your mind. To make this experience the most immersive and hydrating, refreshing for your system, I've got these headphones. So, just like with the face scan, all of this gets data, right, is going to be input into your portal, and there it is also being analyzed to pair the most soothing sounds together with whatever visuals your brain best requires. So these are ultra comfy headphones. Which we can adjust to fit you perfectly. I think that should be good. Okay. I'm just going to place these over your head if that's okay. And if at any point you do want to fall asleep during this brain washing or ocean ice treatment, you totally can. And naturally, the sounds will end after, or once your mind starts to wake back up. And in the span of 2 hours, syncing with your brainwaves. I'll just put on the gloves. For this, I'm also going to remove actually my bracelets. very energizing. So perhaps you want to ride this wave of calm you have going. There's also the wet sauna steam room. Yeah, that's just very good for clearing a lot of toxins in the body. But again, you did just get your skin care done, and we used a lot of cooling ingredients, so perhaps you could also visit our salt lounge that I actually might recommend you. It's a sea salt cave where basically the beneficial properties of that sea salt crystal is microionized in the air in tiny little particulates that you can breathe into your lungs, and it is known to be beneficial for inflammation and a number of health concerns. So yes, you could do that. But if you do just want to relax, rest, lie down for a while, I would recommend the underwater relaxation rooms or lounges, and there are 3 of those. The first one is our open ocean lounge, where you can see sea turtles, schools of fish, hammerhead sharks, stingrays, etc. That one's really wonderful. So you just lounge on these comfy seats while watching all the sea life go by. And then the second room is our jellyfish room. This is more of a dark space with some very smartly placed blue and green LEDs to highlight the luminescence of the jellyfish. That's great if you want to rest your eyes or have more visual journey and experience, because jellyfish are so mesmerizing. And the third room is our kelp forest lounge, where you can see